You ready?
Yeah, I'm ready now.
Good?
I mean, it started off good, and I thought that the TikTok was going to be solid, but it just ended up being whatever because it's really funny because I've seen a lot of those commercials. It was one of those commercials where they remove all the tags off a car and they're like, yeah, it's a luxury car, and they're like, oh my god, is this a and the guy pops up out of nowhere, he goes, it's a Chevy Malibu. And he goes, seriously, you think this is a BMW? This is a Chevy Malibu. It's pretty good.
I haven't seen those guys' videos in a long time. 5, 4,
3, 2, 1. He also sent another one where it was I do like them, but I don't think that this one was executed that well because I prefer it when it's in tweet form. When somebody's like, "Oh, I hope that you fucking die by the age of 25 or something," and they're like, "Well, I'll be sure to say hi to like AJ or whatever," and it goes to like their Twitter bio. It's like R.I.P. AJ, forever missed. You've never seen tweets like that?
No. Where
like somebody tries to flame somebody, they'll like try to make fun of somebody. Or like say, hey, I hope that you die. And like that same person that says like, I hope you will die. They're like, oh, fucking my one and true love. You'll live on forever.
Yeah.
2000 to 2020.
Oh, so in their bio.
In their bio, they'll have like RIP to
after
somebody.
telling somebody to kill themselves.
Yeah. And then somebody will reply to it.
Yeah.
I'll say hi to like AJ. Like, I prefer that in tweet form. So this person
I hear what you're
made
saying.
a TikTok of them doing it. So it was like all right, but.
Happy special Wednesday podcast.
Yeah, this is a Wednesday podcast.
It's a beautiful Wednesday midday, I guess.
Yeah.
We had the greatest podcast. I mean, without question.
Second time that we've done it where we just create pure gold.
It was actually really good. I'm not even like joking. I really enjoyed it.
It was a decent one, yeah.
And now after like that greatness, it's just I clicked the button to stop the recording. Yeah. Which is like, that's fine. Mm-hmm. I have this, because my computer is dog shit. Yeah. I can't figure out the issue that it really is. I also haven't really tried my hardest. I got to just get a new computer at this point. Yeah. But we have an external hard drive, which all of the files go straight to the hard drive. Yes. When I shut my computer off. Oh, yeah? The computer will not turn on if the external hard drive is plugged in. Mm-hmm. So every time I turn off my computer or like I go away from it, I just unplug the external hard drive. Yes. Because it's like it's not going to turn back on. Yeah. So in my muscle memory, I stopped the recording and then just like without thinking, immediately unplugged the hard drive. Yeah. And it wasn't enough time and it corrupted the whole file. Yeah. So we lost the whole podcast.
We can TLDR it for everybody. David had the bag. He fumbled it. You had a clear handoff. It was like Aaron Rodgers. It was, think of Seattle Seahawks, right? They get to do it over again. Mm-hmm. They handed off to Marshawn Lynch instead, rather than passing it in the end zone. They hand it off. Marshawn Lynch fumbles the bag. That was you. Because you had gold. You had gold.
I'm trying to think of a better analogy because I don't think that's right.
That is right.
No, I think that's wrong.
Well, because he was about to hand off the win. It was he had the W in his hands. The right decision was made, but then it was fumbled.
Well, no, that are you saying that I'm Marshawn?
Yes.
No, because I'm Pete Carroll in that situation.
No,
because Pete Carroll made the
this
play
is
call.
a alternate universe. Yeah. Where the play call is made.
Yeah.
To run the ball.
And then Marshawn Lynch
because and in everybody in this alternate universe, everybody's seen the other play where it doesn't go well, they pass it, intercept it, it's donezo, right? Yeah. This time they hand it off to Marshawn Lynch, but he fumbles it.
Oh, okay.
Because he had the win.
Yeah, I gotcha.
It is the right analogy.
Also, no guest.
No guess. Yep.
So we explained that on the top of the other one, but it doesn't matter.
Yeah, it doesn't. We can talk about anything, and nobody will know.
I know. We can do the whole thing and pretend like it's natural.
Except for me, because of my CTE and just like blatant retardation.
It's still new to you.
I don't know what we talk about it anyway. So it's like, but no, it is this weird blurred line because I don't know when we talk about things in general. Mm-hmm. Like there's like always this time like lapse thing where I don't know if we talked about it last podcast or 2 podcasts ago. So there's like things that like I don't know if we talked about 2 podcasts ago or if we talked about it on the corrupted file. So, but yeah, we were supposed to have a guest this week.
She should be coming Sunday.
Yeah.
So typically, let's hope this Monday we have a guest podcast. Yeah. which we're really excited for.
Should we just take the week off, drop this one on a Monday? And then we have a backup one.
You want to... that'll be weird, you know?
Well, then we're still releasing it same days.
Yeah, I mean, we could take the week off, but I don't know, we're already in it. And, like, if he's coming on Sunday, well, I mean, we'll just...
It'd be nice, though, because then we're always, like, a week behind, you know, and we're always a week ahead, you know, technically.
I guess, but, well, we could also do this thing.
This is a business meeting that we're doing on the podcast.
We could do this, where this is just, like, a secret episode, and we just release it whenever.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, is that we have a bagged one. And then, I mean, we can still drop the Jay Kozik one Monday.
Well, and then, like, when do you want to put this one out? A year from today?
Nobody will ever know.
You want to put it a year out from today?
Let's throw it on a separate YouTube channel.
Just start a whole new thing?
No, let's throw this one to Good Mythical Morning, see if they'll air it.
What do you guys think?
Hey, what do you guys think? Yeah, you like it? Take it.
You really like those guys?
I love Good Mythical. You didn't know this for the longest time, how much I watch Good Mythical Morning.
Why?
If you go on my computer right now, because I have different, I don't know why, I have like 3 different YouTube accounts. I got the podcast one.
Yeah.
That sometimes I'm on. I have one on my computer, one on my phone. One on my phone is just...
The one on your phone's different from your computer?
Yeah, completely.
What?
I don't know why. I'm on a different account on there, I think.
Just delete
it.
Oh,
no, that account is my Yameswell account. So it was like the account that I was going to... I'm throwing some Twitch clips on there. Haven't done it.
Yeah.
Haven't released nothing.
Yeah.
But, so I have that account, and that's on there.
What was the idea
with
this one's just the clips thing?
Just go and grab, like...
I know, but, like, who was going to do it? You were going to do that? Or
I had a guy that was like... He said that he was...
You really thought he was going to do it?
Yeah.
What happened?
I mean, but I'll end up doing it.
I know. Well, yeah, I'm sure you will.
Yeah.
But whatever happened to that guy?
He just got caught up with other shit.
Like what?
I don't know. I don't know.
Okay, so well,
he works. I don't work. You know,
yeah.
People work.
So I guess you could do it.
I could.
Yeah, it's really easy.
But I sleep till noon.
Yeah, that's true.
But
yeah, what's your schedule like lately?
At noon, sleep. 5 a.m. sleep. Wake up. Noon. Well, I woke up and wake up.
Say that more normal. So you go to bed at what time?
Me go bed 5. Wake up 11. So
what is that? 5. So that's 6 hours you sleep for?
Mm-hmm. I haven't even been napping lately either. Well, I'll get to it. I'll get to why I've been staying up so late. I'll get around to that because it is a different time. This podcast probably won't even be like the other one. But
I mean, it's not even close.
Not at all. No. What was I saying before though?
You're talking about why you have 3 separate YouTube accounts
and
why you like Mythical Morning.
So I have that Twitch account for YouTube run there. So this one is just, it's TFT and fucking history videos. Lots of history videos. You don't know that I watch that either?
I'm aware of the history videos. I hear them.
Yeah, it's all I listen to.
Yeah, but it's just full blast.
Yeah. If that speaker was charged more,
yeah,
I'd hook it up to that and just play it too.
Yeah.
On there, because usually when I'm watching YouTube grind on like my computer, kind of usually hungry. That's when I'm usually hungry. Okay. Because I'm not hungry when I'm sleeping.
Okay.
But I'm hungry when I'm on the computer.
Yeah.
So it's just Good Mythical Morning taste testing foods. And that's all it is. And then I'll open up YouTube on like stream and they're like, why is there just a bunch of food selections? Like it's Gordon Ramsay, fucking people taste testing foods, tier lists.
Okay, so let me try to think how your days go.
Mm-hmm.
So you wake up. It's 11 a.m.
Yes.
Maybe noon.
Mm-hmm.
What time do you start doing things? And what do you do right in the beginning? Right in the beginning of the day?
Depending on, am I bricked up or not bricked up?
Well, you're waking up in the house. Nobody's here. You're solo. It's 11 a.m.
If it's like a Monday, I'm usually bricked up.
Yeah. So you jerk off right away.
So I fucking look for porn for about 30 minutes to an hour.
So the first hour of your day, you're jerking off.
Yeah. I usually wake up at 11, but I don't leave bed till about noon.
You don't leave bed till about noon, and you're usually jerking off in that hour.
Yeah, that whole hour, I get really fucking sweaty, so I got to come out.
Yeah,
stumble out.
And you're not You're not taking a shower, nothing. You're going to the toilet to let out farts.
Gotta go for it. Yes,
Yeah.
immediately. I pull this cup out. I have my water cup. I take that with me. I set it down on the counter. Go in there. I go, move, 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 and nobody's home, but I still tell everybody, get out of my way, get out of my way. And I start pushing walls and stuff. And I'm like, and I whip down my pants.
You then
and just
right. Yeah, there's no poop that comes out. You do that for probably 15 to 20 minutes. So you're hitting. Then you hit the computer. You'll get on there. What 12:30?
Yeah, 12:30ish.
12:30ish.
Underwear.
Right. You
Still my skimpies.
Yeah, you haven't. No.
I realized I had forgotten my water cup on the counter, so I walk back out, fill up my cup of water, and then I walk back and I go, oh fuck, I didn't take my fish oil pills, so I get back up again. And I
what are you taking the fish oil pills then?
Just for
joints,
heart health.
For heart health. Okay, so you take fish oil pills. Okay.
I think that's good for you.
Yeah, okay.
I think the fish oil is always good for you.
Sure, it's good for you.
And I don't eat fish, so I'll never eat fish.
So you'll take some fish oil pills.
Fish oil pills?
Because you have to stay healthy, which is something you're pretty on top of.
It's something that I keep at the highest of my priorities.
So you take some fish oil
It's healthiness. Yes.
Okay.
Healthiness and hygiene are my 1 and 2s.
So let's say this is a Monday when we would typically do the podcast, right? So I'm getting home around 2-ish, right?
That 2 hours then. This week has been NBA 2K.
Yeah, so you just crank out video games the whole time.
Playing video games, yes. Nothing else. Sit in Discord.
Yeah.
Talk to the homies.
Right. I come home, right, and I say, hey, can we do this podcast? 1 minute, I'm busy. I'm busy.
Yeah, I'm busy.
I've been playing video games all day, but I'm busy.
Yes.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah. You can't say that in a condescending way.
No.
Because you do the same thing.
What?
If you were playing video games all day and somebody came up to you like 4 hours in and they're like, hey, you want to do something real quick? You would still, whatever you were doing, you'd be like,
finish it out, sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Every time.
But also, if we do the podcast every Monday, and I usually come home at 2 every Monday, right? Typically, you would think,
no.
Maybe you might, prepare yourself.
That's dumb.
Even like today, for example, I said, hey, can we do the podcast today? You said, what time? I said 2:30. You said nothing. I got home. 2:25. I walk in. You said, let me finish. I'm not complaining, right? It's fine. I know who you are. You're no plan.
Yes.
There's no plan.
Yeah.
You live in the now.
Yeah.
If you're enjoying your time, you don't even realize it.
Call me what I am.
Huh?
Call me what I
am. I don't know.
Spontaneous.
That's not spontaneous.
Spontaneous.
I don't know what it is that you just can't think of the future.
I hate it.
Even the future, like 20 minutes in the future.
Spooky.
You're not even thinking 20 minutes down the line.
No.
So, okay.
Which is also funny because then you would think like, oh, that guy must dwell on the past a lot. No, I forget the past.
Yeah.
I don't even remember what happened 20 minutes.
This is a Monday. We do the podcast, right? Just a quick hour. It's a hard hour to get you to do, right?
Yeah.
It's challenging.
Because I gotta fart again then.
Yeah.
I gotta get up,
so
do my whole routine again.
At that point, I ask you, can we do it at this time? Then it takes you a little because you have to poop again or fart.
Yeah.
Shower. Right.
Brush my teeth.
All of that. Then we get
find clothes.
Yeah.
Find clothes.
So that takes another 30.
Because like 20 minutes of it is like me finding a shirt that fits me and me just like stretching it and it goes, fuck, this one doesn't fit.
So we usually can get to the podcast, even though if I wanted to get it at like 2-ish, it really won't start till like 3. We started at 3:15 today. Yeah. Pretty good. That's actually pretty good.
It's good timing.
I know.
It's fast.
It's pretty quick for you. So you crank at the podcast at an hour, right back to the toilet.
Right back to the toilet. Yeah. Right back on there.
Yeah. Okay. So I have to run to the video and I'm hanging out. This is now.
I'm blaring TikToks in there.
Yeah. You're full volume watching videos.
Yes.
And this isn't today. This is just every day.
Just every day, yeah.
This is
every Monday. Yeah.
And then you sit on the couch, right? And you'll watch me play Pokemon or you'll nag me.
Well, if you're here, because I want to hang out with you a bit. So I sit on the couch and.
You nag me to watch like one of your fucking FAG shows.
Yeah. Those total FAG shows.
And you'll we'll do that for a little bit.
Yeah.
Then you'll fall asleep on the couch.
Yes, sometimes. Well, usually I order food too after this. So that's when I get my food in.
Yeah. You'll definitely sneak in the nap there.
Yeah.
Yeah. You'll nap usually from like 4:30 That's when you'll eat in there 4:30, 4:40 to like 5ish.
And that tuckers me out every single time.
I know, because you've had a huge day.
Yeah.
At that point.
And the food. Well, the issue is because it's been such a huge day, and then the food is such a process.
I know. Yeah.
Yeah.
You've had a big day, so you gotta get into your Z's.
Big guy needs his Z's.
So you'll take a nap,
God.
and then I'll leave. Right.
And I'll wake up
because at that point my day is pretty much done.
Yeah, you're gone by your girls.
I got the video in the can. Right. If I don't, fuck up the footage and like corrupt it.
And then you go over by your girls.
So now, from about 6 to apparently 5 a.m.
You have no idea what goes on?
I got nothing.
Guys,
so if let's hypothetically saying you're not streaming for this.
Okay. I wake up. I fall asleep at 4:30. I wake up at 8. And I'm like, where's David? my eyes, because I'm like half Asian, half Down syndrome. Yeah. My eyes are constantly in a closed state. Mm-hmm. So even when I wake up, my eyes are still partially closed. So I like work hard to open up, and I'm like, where's David?
Yeah.
And then I start like batting around
to
find you. Go check in your room, make sure. And
back to masturbating.
Sometimes I then crank up a TikTok or two. This is like one of those choose your own ending books, you know what I mean? There's a few ways that this can go. I wake up at 8, I go, all right, I want to watch Netflix.
Yeah.
Throw on some Netflix. Realize that's making me sleepy too. I gotta cut it out. I go, fine, I'll play some video games. But because I sit up and I start playing video games, I'm like, and I've taken a 4-hour nap, I then stay up till 5 a.m. playing video games.
Yeah.
Whether it be like 2K or fucking now or always World of Warcraft.
Are you playing with anybody specific?
Yeah, my World
of Warcraft. So you're playing 2K with your friends until 5.
So I want to talk about 2K a lot because
I don't want to talk about it that much.
You'll like it a lot. The story that I have,
maybe. So
you'll think that
let's
it's
say
goofy.
Before we get into that. Mm-hmm. So that's a pretty average night if you're not streaming.
Yeah, and I usually, like I said, sometimes I'll wake up and I will be horny, so then I'll crank my hog too.
Yeah.
So there's 3 options. I either Netflix, crank my hog, or go straight to video games. But it's usually Netflix, play video games, crank my hog, get back up, play video games.
So let's say we're not doing the podcast in that hour. Mm-hmm. Basically, for that window of time between like 2 to 5, I'm playing video games out here, or we're watching Netflix or something.
Yes.
Basically that.
Yeah.
So.
And ask me how many times I've walked outside in this.
Oh, from your room to here?
No, like outside.
Oh, out of this house?
Out of the house, yeah.
I don't need to ask you. I'm
Zero.
aware. I'm aware.
I sometimes don't even touch that lock. Unless I order food.
The temperature outside
is a surprise.
Is always a surprise to you.
Yeah.
If you decide to go outside.
Yeah. Like when it comes to like this last week.
The only time I've seen you leave the house is if you run out of toilet paper, which is surprising how often that it. I thought it'd happen even more, but it doesn't happen that often.
No. Because I'll make it work. You have blankets.
I know.
I've used.
I'm aware. I'm doing wash right now.
Yeah, I know. So last week was a big surprise to me because it was so fucking hot, and I had no idea that. I thought it was still snowing out.
Yeah, I know.
Because it did snow like 3 weeks ago or whatever. We had that one day where it just like
maybe, yeah.
Uh-huh. And then now it's fucking like 90 out.
80 or 90, yeah.
Yeah, that's just crazy to me.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so let's say you are streaming. Mm-hmm. How long are you streaming from? 8 to.
So I wake up then and stream from like 8 till midnight. So I get like 4 hours streaming.
And then you go back and then you keep playing video games till 5?
No, usually I'll get off there and
you go to sleep?
I'll get food and go to sleep.
Okay.
Or because like streaming will take a little bit out of me because if I'm like talking that much.
Why are you
but also on those days too, I stream in the morning. Like I'll stream from like I'll wake up a little bit earlier. I'll wake up like 10 or 9 and I'll stream from like 10 to 1 and then take a break in between, eat, nap, and then stream again.
Why are you playing video games till 5? Yeah.
Currently, right now, I typically don't play video games till 5. Sometimes
you do
on the weekend.
It a lot more often than I'd say you do.
Well, I do it
on the weekends
more often than you would ever.
Yeah,
that's a better way of saying it.
No, I don't think I've ever done it.
Yeah,
I think I've done it once in my entire life.
Yeah.
Where I played video games till 5 a.m.
Yeah.
And that was like when I was like a 13-year-old boy.
Currently, I'm on a NBA 2K grind.
Okay.
Which, for a while,
the latest game.
For a while, I thought that the game was playing my career, and like making a my player, doing that.
Okay.
That's not the game. The game is you play my team, and you open up packs of cards.
Yeah.
So the game right now is free, but the way that they get you is there's like a bunch of like microtransactions that are actually like beneficial to the game.
Okay.
So I don't know if they're microtransactions anymore. They're loot boxes, more like. That's a better way. Yeah, loot boxes.
So like you so it's okay. Yeah.
You get like a starter pack, and like
the pack makes sense. I mean, it's like a pack for Hearthstone or like
but it's different in this because there's different kinds of each player, even. So like you can get like there's like 5 different Kristaps Porzingises, for example. Okay. Like there's an 88 overall one, there's like a 92 overall one, there's a 96,
so a player can have
and there's
a
a 90
rate.
and there's a 99.
So you're gonna get a 99 Kristaps Porzingis.
The one that I'm going to get to is going to blow your mind.
Okay.
And it's going to make you laugh, I think, because it makes me laugh when I think about it every single time. I'm going to get there.
All right.
But so there's all these different types of packs. You also get like shoes that you can equip to your player and stuff, and all of your different players.
So what, that adds stat points?
That adds stats points.
So like their shoes, what help them with what?
Yeah. They're like jumping, ball handling, acceleration.
Yeah.
So you can get that.
Yeah.
You get contracts. So you have to like apply contracts to each of your characters. Or
what do the contracts do?
It just like they end up running out. They only play 5 games for you, and then you add a contract. And they play longer. You also add like different.
Wait, so hold on. So you get these players out of the packs.
Yes.
And then you have to contract them in.
Yes.
So you can only use them.
But
for
you get contracts like in the packs.
Okay, so you can only use the players for 5 days, right?
5 games.
5 games, and then like you lose them unless you contract them in.
They still stay in your collection until you add them. Like it's like having a dead Pokemon, but you have to use a revive.
Oh, so a contract's like a revive.
Yes, pretty much.
Oh, okay, and then they're active again for 5 more games.
But you get contracts like so.
Oh, okay. So once you have it, like you're never gonna lose the player.
Pretty much, because in the pack you usually get like 1 to 2 players.
But contracts,
and then you get like 2 contracts.
Yeah.
So it's five things.
So that's how they get you.
That's how they get you.
That's where the money is.
Yes.
They're making it on the contracts.
They'll never get you on the contracts. I don't think.
But they want you on the players.
Yes.
Okay.
And in this game too, there's also auctions. So you auction off, like if you have cards, you can throw it up on auction, and you can like, put a maximum buyout, like where you can buy it out instantly, and you get.
What do you mean?
You get coins.
What do you mean you can auction? Though?
Like you can, if you get a player that's pretty good,
and I can put it on the auction block, and then other people can bid for it.
Yeah.
And then what? Can I pay money? Can I pay money for these coins?
Yes. So, no, you can't technically, but you can.
How do I pay money for the coins?
So there's coins that are through NBA 2K, and then there's coins that you earn.
Yeah.
But because of this auction house, it allows people to go through like external websites. And what you do is you throw up like a card.
Oh, so you can't.
Yeah, you throw up a card, and it's like a shitty fucking 67 card. You put like the exact card and your like your name, and then you just say you want to buy like 2 million. So they'll buy like this shitty card for 2 million coins. Yeah. But this coin you're technically not supposed to have a lot of because you just get it through playing.
Yeah.
And the other coin you purchase through.
So the website it's essentially the middleman to get to the money.
Yes.
Right. And then you use this money to like.
You can buy things off the auction house.
You can buy like a Kawhi, or you can buy like a 99 Kawhi.
Or you buy like packs and stuff. And I'm going to get there. So 99 Kawhi actually is a pretty good card. But like it's not. So Steph Curry, 99 is the worst 99 card that you can get.
Why?
Because he's not big. Because these 99 cards, when you get them matter.
Oh, so it
maxes out every stat.
So it's like the highest potential of the player. So
not like even just that. It's the highest potential of any player.
So like a 99 Giannis would be
a 99 Shaquille O'Neal
would be incredible.
He's the fastest player on the court and can shoot a 3-ball
because he can ball out, and he's
really good, but he's not like because he's big, but he's not that good because everybody can shoot when you get the 99.
Yeah,
they're all A+ shooting.
Yeah, but like, is that who you got?
No, the one is way funnier, and he's better than Shaquille O'Neal.
Okay, who is it?
I'll give you a hint. He was a Bucks player. He's not anymore.
Andrew Bogut.
I don't even know. No, I don't even know where he plays anymore. More recent.
What? Oh, more recent. Robin Lopez.
If you can name him, it's crazy. I mean, he played like a little bit, but limited minutes with us.
Limited minutes with us. Oh, wait. It's fucking he's white?
No. If I said it to everybody in my Discord who like watches basketball casually, they have no idea who the guy is. But we all knew him because we wanted him to be pretty good, but
we wanted him to be good. Thon Maker?
Yes.
Oh, really?
The best player.
You like that?
He's like the third best player in the fucking game. It's Thon Maker.
Really?
99. This guy.
You like that Thon Maker guess?
Yes.
You like that?
Because he's I mean, it took a little bit. But I knew that you would get there because I even told him, I was like, you guys don't realize how funny this is to me.
I think he's on the Pacers now.
Yeah, because nobody should know who he is. There's no reason for anybody to know who Thon Maker is, but this guy is just insane. He's so good, right?
We missed a great player on the draft because of Thon Maker.
Yeah.
Thon Maker's on the Pistons.
Yeah, this guy is very mediocre at best.
Thon Maker is, I believe, an African player, right? And when we drafted him,
we were like, he's the next Giannis type thing. Like we're going to build him into something.
Yes. We picked Michael Ginobili. Does that sound like a name? Something Ginobili? Manu Ginobili. When? Yeah. Let me see when he. I think we missed him on the draft for Thon Maker.
No, Manu Ginobili is like very old.
But we missed a great player for Thon Maker, and Thon Maker is now like a no name. I'm sure he gets no minutes.
Everybody thought that he was going to like bulk up and just become, but he just ended up being lanky, tall. But this guy in this game, because all it comes down to is because you get so many 99s. It's weird that they even gave him like a dark, because not everybody can be dark matter. It's called.
Yeah. What is dark matter?
It's just. It's how they classify each of the cards' rarities. So dark matter is all the 99s. Diamond opal is like 98s and 97s. And then there's like pearl, emerald, stuff like that. And it goes lower and lower. And that's just the rarity of the card. And dark matter is the highest.
Sabonis.
He's Okay, I don't even know who that is.
So Sabonis was literally the next one, and we picked Thon Maker over him.
Yeah, and this guy, just like, if you ask anybody, he just isn't known, but we know him because he was on the Bucks, and like everybody wanted him to be good, and because we saw what came of like the raw potential of Giannis.
Every person in Milwaukee was like, but wait in a couple of years, he's gonna gonna crack, baby.
This guy though, so the thing is, how you get a good player is a quick release. He's got a very quick release, and it's knocked out.
How do you know in the meta that he's the top 3?
They just had like somebody made a tier list.
Oh, they made a tier list, and they made Thon Maker as the.
It's who do you think number 1 is? He's a point guard.
He's a point guard.
You should probably be able to get this one. Given the hints that I've given of like what makes a good player.
If it's a big point guard. I mean, LeBron kind of plays point guard, but he's not a point guard.
LeBron's actually like mid-tier.
Let me think. God.
The only reason why he's decent is because he can pass
Western or Eastern Conference?
Eastern. It's handed to us on a silver platter now.
Jimmy Butler?
No.
Okay, hold on.
Wait, he's not that great.
No, I'll get him.
But everybody has a great...
I'll get him.
Everything. I think that you were about to say it.
Brogdon?
No.
Oh, fuck. God damn it.
I mean, he's already like one of the best in the Eastern.
Is he in the Knicks?
No.
Then who?
It's Ben Simmons.
Ben Simmons? Ben Simmons is a point guard?
Yeah. He's the best.
Oh, I guess. Yeah, I guess.
And he's the best player because he's a point guard.
I keep forgetting because Ben Simmons doesn't shoot.
Guess the fucker's an absolute menace because he can shoot them.
Yeah, I know.
Like, you give him a jumper and he's just nuts and he has a quick release. So it's like...
I guess...
But
Jimmy Butler's not a point guard, right? Is he a power forward?
Shooting guard.
Is he a shooting guard?
I think so. Shooting guard, shooting forward, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's so funny too because then you join an online game, right? And sometimes you just run into people with
Ben
like
Simmons
also
drafted
really good
the same
players.
year as Thon Maker.
Yep.
I just looked it up.
Yep. And you run into like these people, and I'm now one of those people where I have just 3. Like I have So you can do 3-on-3s or 5v5s. 5v5s are impossible because the only people that play those are people that like literally have not only a starting 5 of all dark matter, they also have their bench all dark matter. Like I went against the person that had like all 98s in, and I was like, oh, when I first started, I was like, this sucks. His bench was better.
So it's a pay to win.
Yeah, very much so. Very much so.
That's no fun.
It's kind of fun because you don't realize how much fun it is until you join an online game, drop a 3 with Thonmaker, you see the start menu come up and the person quits. And you just get a free win because Thonmaker pulls up from 3 just... And it's like somebody will be in his face, but he's just too tall, so you just... Easy.
Why does he have a dark matter card?
I don't know.
Ben Simmons having a dark matter card makes sense.
Kind of,
because Ben Simmons is like he might win Defensive Player of the Year. You know what I mean? Like people like Ben Simmons. Yeah. He's on like the Sixers, who's the number 1.
I mean, even if it's like because like if it's like a top even pick of a draft, then that kind of makes sense, right? But like Thonmaker is none of those things. Like he doesn't check any of those.
Yeah, I don't even think he's in the top 10 of that draft class.
It really is like
he's the 10th overall pick. He's pretty good. I mean, that's still high.
Yeah, I mean it's like very weird. It
is.
And there's just so many players that you think like Carmelo Anthony 99s or dark matter, just not that good of a player. Isn't that great? But it is the meta is really funny.
Who's tier 2? Who's the second best?
Second best
after Ben
Simmons.
It's
Mutombo.
Okay.
So like it's just another big guy. Like big guys dominate. Yeah. My starting 3 right now: dark matter, Ray Allen, very good. Dark matter, Thonmaker, very good. And dark matter, I'll let you guess this one: white guy, big.
White guy, big.
Mm-hmm. You should be able to get playing right now.
Oh, Joker.
Close. I do have a Joker. I have a 96 overall Joker.
White guy, big. White guy, big. White guy, big. I mean, it's not Luka.
No,
he's not big.
I almost had the most dominant.
Is he on the Lakers?
Team. No. Just got fined. Kristaps Porzingis.
Oh, you love Kristaps Porzingis.
I did. He's a lot harder to use in this game.
Yeah, I mean,
but then I found his sweet spot.
When he was on the
Knicks,
know
where his sweet spot is?
What?
Half court.
Yeah, baby.
And that makes me believe too, because like I'll drive it, throw it right back out to Kristaps half court.
You love Porzingis when he's on the Knicks, and we were playing
because his stroke.
He has a good release too.
Yeah, the big thing is there's this line that they like the commentators use when you're playing my player. They go, young kid, but he's got a grown man stroke.
Very cool.
Just a really goofy thing.
That's a fun thing to say.
So we always just keep on calling it a grown man stroke whenever you shoot with him.
Speaking of Porzingis, do you remember that he had that rape charge?
Did he?
You don't remember?
Rape charges just go under the radar.
They just go away. Like, also like Deshaun Watson.
Yeah. All
those girls, like the massage parlors, and him just being like, well, what are you doing here for? Are you going to drip me out for what? Like, he had all of those. Mm-hmm. What's happening?
They're just chilling.
Whatever. I guess they can just ball out.
Yeah. It was annoying though, because at first I didn't know the meta of just buying through a back, like, website or whatever and just getting way more shit and being able to buy on auctions then. So I bought like through the game a couple of packs. Like I opened up some packs. My first rip through, I almost hit the gold mine of White Man Team.
Oh, very cool.
Which would have been really dope.
Who would you have had? Like,
I had
Luka.
So I got a free agent. A free agent card is like a old time card, like usually a retro card.
Okay.
And but you only get them for 5 games. You can't add contracts.
Oh, okay.
So it just goes away.
Who'd you get? Larry Bird?
Larry Bird.
Yep, and that's your favorite.
Got that right away.
Larry Bird's number 1.
Yep, number 1. Center, Joker, power forward, Kristaps Porzingis, Luka, Larry Bird.
What a team. That's actually
the only person that was missing was a shooting guard. I didn't have a shooting guard. I was going to throw in like a 60 overall shooting guard just to have a full White Man team.
Get Kyle Korver.
Yeah, I mean
that would have been the dream team. Baby.
I think that there is like a decent Kyle Korver card too.
So speaking of basketball, we're joking about having the all White Man team, which is it's fun to think about.
It's really goofy.
I was talking to this guy, and I could be wrong, but I was like, playoffs are going on right now. Like, you excited about that? And it's like, no, I'm not a basketball fan at all. I'm more of a baseball fan, right? Which
Just the wrong take.
so not right. Yeah, not right at all.
Yeah.
So I'm just trying to make casual conversation with him and be like, oh, what do you think about the Brewers this year? You know, how do you think this season? He's like, I haven't even watched the game this year. I was like, okay.
So he's not a basketball guy.
Not a baseball guy either.
That being said, real quick thing, baseball has some of the best highlights.
Yeah, for
Really,
sure.
really dope.
Yeah, when they climb the wall to stop a home
Only
run.
when it's like top tier, right?
Yeah.
Like just mediocre. Like I saw a guy like
A full dive to
or like a
catching out.
or a pitcher like spinning around.
Yeah.
catching
Oh,
it.
yeah. That's
Or like this guy just recently hit off of his foot and he caught it in the air.
or when they dodge the tag to say safe.
Those are whatever.
You don't like those?
No.
What?
Yeah.
That's
it's,
crazy.
It's got to be like a crazy catch.
Okay.
That's the only thing.
So, he was like, and honestly, I just think they get paid too much for basketball, right?
Yeah.
So that comment,
Is weird.
it's a weird comment to me.
Especially saying that you love baseball.
Okay, because baseball players also get paid an extreme amount of
The
money.
most amount.
I think it's the most. That's what I thought as well, right?
It is the most.
So I was thinking, isn't baseball like? Don't baseball players make an exorbitant amount, way more money than them? And then I was thinking, that's just like a race thing, right?
Yeah, it's kind of
It because obviously this guy I'm talking to is white. Every time it seems like NBA players are the ones that get criticized the most for getting paid the most, and it's just because they're black guys, right?
Yeah.
It's just it always comes across to me
It seems very race
related. Like black guys shouldn't be making that amount of money. That's what. Just say that.
Yeah.
That's what it always feels like. to
And
me.
it's also those players are like the first to get criticized if they have any opinions.
always.
But it's like
It's
you
so
just,
annoying.
You just hear their opinions the most too. Like
Yeah.
I mean, I don't ever hear anything from.
You know what's also bothers me is nobody ever talks about like everybody wants to talk about the players making the amount of money and like say whatever you want about it, like fuck it, you don't. But like
makes money.
It makes money. They made like they worked really hard to get there. They are like the 1% of the 1%.
Yeah.
To get to that point to make that amount of money. Yes. Not everybody makes LeBron money, but like the lower people still make. Nobody wants to talk about the fucking owners. How much money do the owners have? Nobody even is upset about the revenue the owners pull in.
Yeah.
They pull in way more money than any of the players.
Yeah.
Any of them. And nobody ever talks about that.
Yeah.
Like,
Because it's just white dudes at the top.
so why do, like, well, the Charlotte Hornets owner gets a little annoying. He shouldn't be making that amount of money.
Yeah.
But everybody else.
Yeah, that fucker sucks. And
Yeah.
he's like highly overrated at everything that he does.
The Charlotte Hornet owner, he shouldn't make that money.
Like, because a janitor could do his job.
Easily.
And always could have. Any job that guy wants, a janitor could have done
But
it.
the other owners, they're fine.
Yeah, the other ones are good.
I mean, they worked hard to get there.
Yeah, they did.
They just pulled their bootstraps up, and they got to the.
They
got
made
to
it to
work.
the top, you know?
Isn't that crazy?
It is weird, especially baseball fans.
Yeah,
Especially since baseball, it's dead.
it is dead, and they gotta they have to do a lot of things to, get it to because like early 2000s baseball I guess was like really bumping and like popular. They're just gonna speed the game up.
Yeah.
I heard this theory, and you're obviously an anti-baseball guy, which is I would love this if they
Also
did
say
this.
it how it is. Anti-whites.
And anti-whites.
Yeah.
So between pitch to pitch, the average time is like, I think it's like 25 seconds,
Yeah.
right? From pitch to pitch, which is
Annoying.
crazy. In like the 70s and 80s.
There's a 25-second shot clock for basketball
I know, right?
to score
In
points.
in the 70s and 80s, it was like 15 seconds, right?
Really?
Between pitches. And as the game has like evolved and like the statistics have come out, pitchers have just gotten significantly better. The strikeout rate is like 25%.
And they're also cheaters now, right?
Baseball,
I hear that they all use like substances now.
on their hands.
Yeah.
I don't know anything about that.
Yeah, that's all I've been seeing on TikTok, and I don't even fucking like baseball.
Maybe that's true.
Hate it.
So, what people like seeing is, people like seeing play, like exactly what you said. People like seeing like great plays. Baseball has the greatest highlights. So like triple plays, double plays.
It just barely ever happens is the thing.
Because there's so many strikeout rates, right? And the ball is never hit into play. Yeah. So baseball is the most resistant to change. They have like the best technology for checking like strike zones or replays.
Yeah.
But they've always been like, it's America's pastime. We can't change.
The ump does it better.
Right.
Yeah. Which is crazy though, because to work off that, umps are pretty fucking good.
They are really good.
Like they are the best ref
between NFL and NBA, and
because the NBA has the worst refs.
Yes,
but it does suck for the NBA because like the NBA, there's too many discretion between rules.
Yes.
Like the rules aren't cut and dry, right? Yeah. Like the strike zone is the strike zone, the ball zone is the ball zone,
and
that's
umpires are like 95% of the time right, which is like head over heels better than the other ones.
Yeah.
So if you take all those considerations into baseball, it makes the games way too long and like not enough action.
Yeah.
And one thing that was suggested, this was the GM of the Boston Red Sox who he turned around like there used to be the curse of the Bambino, which is like Barry what's the fuck's his name? Babe Ruth. He left the Red Sox to go to the Yankees, and the Red Sox never won the World Series for like 100 years. Then in the early 2000s, this GM came in, young guy, and then now they've had 4 or 5 World Series. And after he was done at Boston, he went to Chicago and then won a World Series there. So this is him, right? He's all in favor for the pitch clock. He wants to speed the game up. He is like pushing heavily to get to a point where there's more action into it, just trying to make baseball like enjoyable,
because it sucks.
He was saying like he watched like the pace of like the early 70s and 80s baseballs, and just there's like he was saying it was like a music to like the rhythm of the game, and it's just like that's lost.
Yeah.
And
I also like read this statistic that like if 1 in 3 of all the players like in the MLB just gave every single fan a hand job, that'd be really really fucking cool.
And they did it in the 60s.
They did it
and
in
that's
the 60s.
Like that's like just like an area that like they want to get back to.
Yeah. And if they just started giving out more hand
Did you
jobs.
know this about Miller Park? Or like at County Stadium, I guess? This is true. So what happens at Miller Park when the Brewers hit a home run?
Fucker goes down the slide.
Right.
Yeah.
Do you know what it used to be?
They used to rip the fucking seats.
No, it's still somebody goes down the slide. But it was a big tit blonde girl.
Really?
Going into a slide of beer.
Really?
Yeah.
That's dope.
I swear. And
that's cool.
That used to be what County Stadium was.
Is that why my dad always went to the County Stadium?
Yeah.
Because he used to crank out like County
I had
Stadium
no
games.
idea. And then like somewhere along the lines when we like became people, like they changed it to what is now.
That's cringe.
That it's really cringe.
Yeah.
And like
if there was a big tip blonde girl going,
I learned that from Bill Burr.
Really?
Bill Burr was like County Stadium. He said on his. I don't talk to Bill Burr, obviously.
Yeah.
I
was on the phone with Bill Burr.
Yeah, I was on it with Billy.
Yeah.
And he was saying that County Stadium used to be one of his favorite parks to go to, and he was describing like the big titted blonde bitch would just go down the slide, and I was like, it's fucking Bernie now.
Yeah, now we got fucking.
It's just his mascot.
Yeah, and like that's not even the best Bernie. Like if they had Bernie Sanders at least going down the slide each time, that'd be poggers.
Yeah. So that's why that guy thinks baseball should.
It is. It's funny to me that Bert, Tom, and Bill all love Milwaukee, huh?
I don't know if they love it. Oh, Bert
for sure does.
Bill loves Milwaukee.
Bill and Bert both like said that Milwaukee is like their favorites.
Bill Burr loves the Fister.
Tom Segura is just from here.
He lived here for like high school.
Yeah, so
he's whatever.
So he always travels to here. So I just assume that he enjoys it.
I never hear him say it, but yeah, Bill talks constantly about like how the Fister is his favorite hotel to go to, and that like when global warming comes, like people in Milwaukee are just gonna be fine because we have all the Great Lakes that with like all the what the fuck is it, the cold, what's the cold that comes from the lake?
Cold front.
Yeah, we have all the cold front, so that's where you want to be.
Yeah.
Which he's got a good point.
Yeah, I mean I'll live it.
Thinking about back to how you were talking about how NBA refs are the worst.
Yeah.
It is like coming from NFL to NBA. It was so that was like the toughest thing for me to get over.
Yeah.
Is how like
because they'll just
because I have no idea. I have literally no idea what's a foul and what's not.
It's because there is, like I said, it's not cut and dry. They're really like they're in between rules. Like there's things that make a travel not a travel. There's things that make a carry not a carry. There's a thing. There's like small little thing. Like just put it this way: the difference between like a technical and a fucking flagrant or whatever, like. It's just small little things that the ref decides.
And also from game to game, the same reffing crew will change the way they ref the game.
Yeah.
Because they'll call more stuff in one game or they'll pull back in other games.
That's the thing too, is like in like baseball, right? You call strike, you're wrong.
Yeah.
Usually the ump makes it up. You know, they give another close one, strike to the other team or whatever. Because it's just that cut and dry. Whereas like at some point, right, like there'll be a hack on one side and then the other side there's a hack and then they'll call that one, and it's like what the fuck, like you're literally seeing the same thing in the same same game.
So then they'll like, so here's another thing that's annoying, because the refs are so wishy-washy with things, then you have the players who like can influence them.
Yes.
And that's why our era of basketball are just all the superstars complaining, because it like tangibly works.
Yes.
Like Giannis in the fucking game 1, that he got called for the 10-second shot violation in a free throw. An extra, like it's been a issue, I guess, in NBA all year that players have been taking too long, but it hasn't been called once. And because the Heat bench were counting down, also they had done it a couple times, and they kept saying like he's going over the time. They literally influenced them to call Giannis for this in like a 1 minute and 30-second game, 1 possession game. It was like a tight game. They never called the whole year, and then like they decide to call it. Giannis loses the point. Ultimately, the Bucks won the game. Right.
Yes.
But like
he was gonna miss a shot anyways because he fucking sucks. But
he actually made that one.
Oh yeah,
he made it and they blew it off.
Yeah,
it drives me off the fucking wall. That
it's
and I
so
learned this today.
wishy-washy.
The Miami Heat, they should have got a technical foul for counting down the 10 seconds. You're not allowed to do that. That's a written rule. Like you can't count.
Really?
Yeah. So they should have got a technical foul for that. Not that they didn't get called for that. It's crazy. It's just like all this stupid shit.
I didn't watch the most recent game, but didn't like Bobby Portis Jr. too. Like, didn't he get fouled? Like he got a technical for pushing a guy off of like Giannis after he was stepping over Giannis.
No, he didn't get a technical for it. Miami was playing super dirty that game.
Yeah,
because it was like 40 to like 10 in the first quarter.
Yeah.
And like Miami's just
dog shit.
They were
of the
just
bubble.
playing fucking dirty.
I want to see them in when's the next game?
Tomorrow.
And it's in Miami, right?
Yeah. You want to go to Miami?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I'm excited to see how they like if like this home court advantage has like done something, because like
I mean if Miami doesn't win tomorrow, the series is over.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, but like it's very possible that they just play way better in Miami.
Yeah.
Tyler Hero just like it's dog shit.
Yeah, good.
Jimmy Butler hasn't showed up yet.
This podcast I was listening to, they were talking about how the game 1, you felt the sentiment as well, that like if the Bucks just didn't win that game 1, the series was probably over.
Yeah.
It was just like a mental block.
Yes.
Even though like on paper we have the better team,
by far.
we have more talent.
Yeah.
But it was like
our team's better than last year. Their team's worse than last year.
Yeah. And but Giannis gets in his head.
Yeah.
And then he can't make free throws down the stretch.
It is so weird that guy just like mental blooms so hard.
Yeah.
Like, cause it's really funny because to compare it to NBA 2K, I kind of get it though, because like in 2K, right? Like you'll start driving and you'll get like packed like twice, and then you're like, oh, I don't want to drive the ball anymore.
Yeah.
You just start chucking up threes in 2K, right?
Yeah,
like you're just
that's the Joel Embiid strategy, because he's also notoriously a lazy player.
Yeah.
So I mean, he's a guy who
I don't blame him, man. That's how I am in fucking.
He is like physically more dominant than almost any player in the league.
Yes.
Right? He can score in the paint like crazy, but he's got an okay 3-pointer. So sometimes he's just like.
And that's me, dude. Like it took me so long. Like it was recent where like after high school, even when I wasn't as athletic, where I was like in high school because I was like lazy and didn't want to like run around for basketball. I just take threes because I thought that was like my strong suit. But like I was so big and fast that like I could just back anybody down.
Yeah.
And like even though I didn't have a good layup, like my layup's dog shit, but I'm like getting pretty much a wide open layup.
Yeah, you can just score in the paint
because I can just push it up.
Yes.
Like, and it took me up until when we played at T-Rogs that one time. It was the only time that I've beaten you in a one-on-one because you've always just like whooped my ass because you just like packed my 3-pointer.
Yep.
And then I started doing that to you, and I was like, oh, that's just like how I should have probably been playing my whole life.
Yeah.
Because I'm too big and in high school I was too fast.
Yeah.
But yeah.
We got about 10 more minutes.
10 more minutes, which is very funny because everything that we talked about in the corrupted file, we didn't even talk about today.
Yeah, I mean, at this point, we were just it was like we had a week in extravaganza that it's just
which is funny because
it's lost the time now
because Mike probably is tuning in
I know
to hear about the weekend.
Did he call you like where the podcast was?
I think so. He's caught me at really hard like every single time during that nap period,
I know he called me and I explained it to him. I mean we
botched it.
Yeah, what can you do? It was me.
No, hey, buddy, I was part of it too.
I know.
That's why I'm always your Batman to your Batman.
Thanks.
Yeah, no, I mean, we can talk about this weekend a little bit. We can do a quick run through.
Do you even want to?
I mean,
I don't. At this point, we made it.
I do kind of. Your mom just made me laugh so much this weekend.
Yeah, she's funny.
She's such a goofy person. We started talking about how I got in trouble by your dad because you posted a picture of me naked on the toilet.
Yeah, only because you gave me permission.
Yeah, well, yeah. I was like, hey, let's shake things up on Twitter a bit. So you post this picture of me sitting on the toilet with my cock out, and your sister then got shown it.
Sure.
And
she was a high schooler young girl at that time.
Yeah. Somebody was like, hey, look at what your brother posted on Twitter.
Yeah.
And it's just me naked. And so your dad had to have a talking with me. And so your mom goes, hey, I saw the picture. You got a nice penis. And gave me just a nice bump.
That was nice of her.
Yeah. And then just talking me up. Your mom always talks me up a lot more than
always
she should.
Talks up your penis.
Yeah. My cock.
That's
this guy right here, fucking slanging. This guy doesn't even have to be on brick to be looking good.
Yeah.
But
my mom,
she comes up to me then later and she goes, man, you're never going to lose that hair. And it's been a talk in this house for a long time even I know that like it's thinning in the front a little bit.
Yeah.
Not as bad as you think, but it is like not like good. Like it's not.
Yeah, that was a nice compliment to give you.
Yeah.
And give you the false hope.
But it's also very funny because it just was like contradictory to everything that you've been saying for the last like 2 months.
Yeah.
And then the slaps those were so.
Oh, we never talked about
the high fives were so.
We never
funny.
once talked about that.
I cried of laughter to that, dude.
So, I've known this I think my entire life, even though I've never commented on it. Is that for one, my dad loves high fives.
Yes,
and I think he has scarred my mom. Because my dad will slam it.
Your mom is like, she's like a person getting out of an abusive relationship, but just with high fives.
My dad, he rips them, right? He likes to throw them in hard, fast, and like he likes to make it sting. So I think my mom,
she got the other end of that stick.
She's just never like. And she's always been scared of it because my dad comes in fast.
Yes.
So we were trying to give my mom high fives, and we weren't even trying to bring him in hard.
No.
So we would come to high five, and she would praise. She would try to praise for it every single time.
She'd move her, and they wouldn't. It'd just be like one of these, just like
just a quick little dap
just
up.
quick little dap up, and she'd move her hand back away from us each time. Like it literally was like a woman that's been beat, and like you walk, like you flinch at somebody, and then they flinch hard, but just with high fives.
So every time you know, like sometimes
it made sense though, because later your dad came up to me and he was like, "Oh, you guys are giving high fives." He came and gave me some high fives, and he just hit me really hard. And I was like, "Oh, give me some," and we just started going back.
Yeah, he loves them.
Yeah,
which is funny because she hates them.
Mm-hmm.
Every time, if you hit a nice high five, it's just like it's a satisfying noise. It's like it's like cracking a baseball, hitting a home run, nice swoosh.
Technically, a good high five too. It doesn't hurt either person.
No,
because if it's just right contact,
good contact.
Yeah,
you know the sound when you hear it.
Yeah,
you know a strike in bowling.
Yeah,
it's that sound.
You know it. Yeah,
right.
And you can feel it. It is like all those things.
But a bad high five makes you feel uncomfortable.
Yeah.
Every time my hand connected with my mom's, it made me uncomfortable in that sense of like it just wasn't right.
And it's always like you hit like the corner of their hand or something.
I was hitting palm to palm, and she made. And I was like, "Mom, what are you doing? Why can't you just like not?" And we never did it right, did we?
No. I think that I got like one good one with her, and that was it.
Oh my god!
And then afterwards, she's like, "Look, my hand's so red." Her hand looked normal.
No.
It just was a normal hand. But yeah, that was really fucking good.
Is there anything specific from that night that we can say that we didn't?
I mean, spike ball.
Yeah, I really don't even want to rehash anything.
Because the spike ball was a long subject the last time.
Yeah.
I'm really out of shape.
Yeah.
Missed a lot.
Yeah.
Ruined the whole third game.
We can go to Bradford Beach this Memorial Day and play some spike ball. You'd like that.
Oh, I get too sweaty.
So what?
And I'd be stuck at Bradford Beach.
No.
Sweaty.
No.
With no shower.
No, it'd be fun.
No, I don't like that.
Why?
I don't like being sweaty in public.
Catch a couple rays.
The only reason why I got so sweaty was...
Everybody's sweaty at the beach. That's the point.
No, not as sweaty as big guy.
No, everybody gets that sweaty.
No.
Yeah, if you're going to go with a couple... I mean, depending on who we go with, we can bring some bigger guys. We get them sweaty. Yeah, let's get a whole group of people.
I don't like being the group on the beach that's the big sweaty guys, though.
What's wrong with that?
Because then you start walking past groups and they go, "Watch out for those big sweaty guys coming through."
Yeah, but then we run the beach.
Yeah, then we run the beach. Yeah.
Yeah, the beach runs through us. Mm-hmm. Then we can play some little volleyball. No, that'd be great. Why don't we get a gang of people? We'll play volleyball.
I don't want to go to the beach at all.
It'll be a couple brewskis, you know. We'll open a bag of chips. You can throw some sand right in there.
Oh, no problem.
Get those bitches
sandy. I like that. You're talking my language now.
What's wrong with that? That's a fun old time.
I hate being on the beach, man.
No, you don't.
And I don't have a beach bod right now.
Neither do I.
Man, yeah, I'm not a big fan of the beach.
Oh, it'll be great.
You love the beach a lot more than me.
Sure do.
Yeah.
If the summer hits, I'm catching these rays, baby.
I hate the beach.
Why?
Because 1, I don't like being shirtless. 2, hate being sweaty. 3, I hate sand. It just gets everywhere.
It's coarse and rough. And it gets everywhere.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. Now...
I mean, if we had Natalie Portman and we went to the beach, I'd go to the
Now that the sequels are completely out, the prequels are out, which trilogy you like better? And not that it's like... Is the original trilogy just your favorite?
Oh, the original? Yeah.
Yeah.
1 through 3 are better than the most recent, though.
I agree.
And only because of the middle one, which you have a completely different...
No, I think the third one is the one that makes it, the trilogy. You think Attack of the Clones is better than Revenge of the Sith?
No, what I'm saying is... So...
Or you're saying Last Jedi is so bad that it makes the prequels that much better for you?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
So what is that one? Episode 8. What is it?
The Last Jedi.
That's just the worst
Star Wars movie
ever made.
I really think Force Awakens is... No, not Force Awakens. I think The Rise of Skywalker is the worst one.
Because that's at least fun to watch.
No, it isn't.
I never have fun with with the other one.
Okay, yeah, I don't have fun with it either. Yeah,
Except
are painful.
Except there is a TikTok that I lost
both,
that I really wish I could have shown you. It was, when Kylo Ren throws his lightsaber into the water or whatever.
Yeah.
The lightsaber into he does that, and then General Grievous comes out of nowhere. He goes, "Oh, lightsaber!" He runs and he jumps into the water with his forearms. The only reason why it's not fun or good is because it seems convoluted, and it's only convoluted because of the middle one.
I think
because the middle one literally did nothing for the trilogy.
The choices that The Last Jedi made, I don't like any of the choices, right? I don't like any of it. Mm-hmm. But watching it through, I'm like, at least it told like a story that's I'm not saying it's good.
I literally that's the only movie that I fall asleep to.
Attack of the Clones.
No, I'd watch that.
Attack of the Clones is so boring.
It's not as boring as that one.
So, The Last Jedi.
The whole island, like being on the island with Luke, I can't even tell you what they say there or do because it's so boring. I fall asleep.
Okay. In the beginning of The Rise of Skywalker, The Rise of Skywalker, they go, "Hey, everybody, Palpatine's back. We don't know how." All of a sudden, out of nowhere, this that movie.
It's convoluted because of the middle one.
That whole movie brings back Palpatine. It just brings it up, right? Mm-hmm. That completely just destroys Darth Vader and Anakin's sacrifice, and it completely ruins his character arc of killing the Emperor. What's the whole point of that then? If he's just going to come back.
Palpatine was going to come back no matter what.
You think that they thought Palpatine was going to come back from Force Awakens? You think that was the plan?
I think so, yeah.
I don't think that was the plan even a little bit.
That's weird.
Are you joking? You think the plan was for Rey to be Palpatine's granddaughter from the get-go? Mm-hmm. No fucking way.
100%.
Really?
I mean, it for sure was because...
No. You know what I bet the plan was? I think the plan was to make her Obi-Wan's daughter, and then Rian Johnson was like, fuck everything. And then they did what he did.
What's the guy that did this?
Rian Johnson. Or no, J.J. Abrams.
So J.J. Abrams, right, did the first and second, or first and last, right?
So J.J. Abrams is the king of this. Mm-hmm. He does the mystery box. You've heard of that storytelling thing? Mm-hmm. He's the creator of Lost. So in Lost, he would just open up all these story threads without any idea of how to end it. He would create mystery. So The Force Awakens has a whole bunch of who is Rey? Who is Emperor Snoke?
Finn.
What? Yeah, why did Finn all of a sudden become conscious? Why did fucking the grandson of Anakin Skywalker, why did Luke's nephew go bad? Why did he kill his father? All of these questions where he posed all these questions to intrigue mystery. It's a good way to get the audience hooked, right? Because you want to know the answers.
But a big thing like Rey, because that's the number one plot line of the entire
I think they had no idea.
I know that they had an idea.
You think how if they had any idea?
Because Rian Johnson's a fucking dork. That dweeb fucking ruined the whole thing.
If you think they had a plan, then why did they let Rian Johnson write that whole movie? If they had a plan.
I think that J.J. Abrams had a plan.
Then why didn't he direct and write the second one and the third one? They had no plan.
Because here's the thing, right?
They had no plan.
Yes, he did this mystery box thing, but I'm sure that he had his answers in mind.
Why would you think that he had any answers if his whole track record before that, which is Lost, which is one of the most convoluted shows of all time?
No matter what,
his
right?
Style.
You open up a mystery box, but you know where you want it to.
You also realize that he never was going to direct the third one either.
Yes,
his plan was only to his input on the series.
The plan was to
have him start.
So he did the mystery box, right?
Yeah.
But when you open up a mystery box, no matter what, right? Like you have an idea of where you like.
I bet he had a couple ideas.
Like his first like idea was probably Palpatine.
I bet his first idea was the Obi-Wan's daughter.
I don't think so.
I think so, but we'll never know.
Then why did he do third and then not do that?
Because at that point, what the fuck is he gonna
I mean,
do?
we're arguing over just like we will never see eye to eye with this. Ryan Johnson's the worst director ever of all time. Sucks dick.
You like Knives Out
and made the worst movie ever.
You like Knives Out.
Yeah, but he made it's like fucking Quentin Tarantino. Just because you make Kill Bill 2 doesn't mean that Kill Bill 1's good.
you haven't seen Looper. And you know
I've seen Looper.
Okay, you like Looper?
Mm-hmm. Bruce Willis, right?
Also, yeah. He made that. You've seen Breaking Bad?
Which episode?
Ozymandias.
Dog shit episode.
It's the episode where they started where Hank dies right in the beginning. He directed that whole thing.
Dog shit episode.
So, he's not bad, right?
But that movie is the worst.
You know what the bigger
issue is? The Canto Bite sequence completely... It's the only movie where if you take it out of any of the trilogies, it doesn't matter.
Yeah, I mean, it's...
It literally can be removed. It's the only one that can be removed.
You know why?
Besides maybe Phantom Menace.
It's so clear to me that those three movies, there is no plan ever. There was never a plan.
Yeah.
And
but like that's the only reason why it sucks so bad is you can remove it. Because the only other one that you can make an argument is Phantom Menace. But I think to remove any type of epilogue or anything, like you can do that with
you could remove Phantom Menace. Any starting point.
Yeah. Like
you can't do that with
like Harry Potter. You could technically just get rid of Philosopher's Stone.
You can't get rid of A New Hope.
No, what I'm saying is that's the very first, because technically it's the first, right?
I mean, A New Hope's the first one.
No, it's not, because it's one.
Right, okay.
Because Phantom Menace is epilogue. What I'm saying is
you can get rid of Sorcerer's Stone.
Because technically, if you just take any chronological order of movies, you remove the first one. It's just
you can't get rid of Fellowship of the Ring.
But that's like 7 movies.
No, it isn't. It's 3.
It's 3 hours.
I think your point's wrong.
It's not.
Okay, you can't get rid of The Matrix. The first one.
Because the other 2 don't matter.
I'm just telling.
But the other 2 don't matter.
I just named 3 examples.
But for most of the time, right? If you remove...
Can you get rid of Iron Man 1?
Yeah.
No, you can't.
That's not even chronologically the first move. You can get rid of first. You can get rid of First Avenger. Yeah.
You can get rid of. Okay.
I'm saying chronologically, if you remove
the first movie. Okay. I guess I feel
so
like
technically
this is such a specific thing.
No, I mean it's not really, because in most circumstances it is like 1 through, because Phantom Menace, because you can technically start, and if you remove the front half of a movie, unless it like is like the large...
I think you can get rid of Phantom Menace because it sucks. I don't think you can get rid of it because it's just chronologically the first.
No, because you can get rid of it because you can start at any point in Anakin's life, right?
Finish your point why you think you can get rid of any chronologically first thing.
Because if you can technically start like, unless it has the bulk of the actual like plot in it, you can remove like epilogue. Like you can remove what's it called? What's the
prologue?
No, what's it start? It starts with an E. You can remove like lots of exposition in general and a lot, but it just is filler, and like it gives you like character development, right?
So like your ultimate point is saying that you were saying, take Star Wars for example. The only movie that you can take out of and it doesn't change anything is The Last Jedi, except for Phantom Menace, because you can remove any epilogue.
You can remove a lot of exposition from a lot of, and that technically all that movie is an exposition episode.
And that you're saying that applies to a lot of first things.
It applies to because exposition most of the time is like chronologically first, right?
Okay.
So like, I mean, if you get rid of like Philosopher's Stone, I mean, technically like Fellowship of the issue with like certain examples like Fellowship of the Ring.
I really disagree with your
obviously
point, but I'm not really gonna.
Obviously, it's like specific in general, but like Fellowship of the Ring, it's 3 hours. You're getting rid of 3 hours, like a third of that entire series.
I mean, Phantom Menace is 2 hours.
yet, but 2 hours compared to what is that 9 times, so 18 hours.
I disagree with that point. I think you can get rid of Phantom Menace because it's bad.
1/10. You getting rid of 1/10 is different than getting rid of a third of a series, right?
Okay, you can't get rid of the whole first phase of.
I'm not saying full first phase.
Of like.
Get rid of the
MCU.
Get rid of the first Avenger. You don't need it.
Yeah, but it's not really like. I mean, it's
the first.
In
chronologically,
like timeline, but it's not.
That's
really,
what I'm saying chronologically. I've been saying that this whole time. You just keep on saying first of a series. I'm saying chronologically because that is just exposition.
I mean, there's so many more examples that I don't.
There's so many more examples that I can give too.
Give me one.
I mean, I don't. I'd have to look it up. Like, I've given fucking 3 though.
Can't get rid of Shrek 1.
Yeah,
you can't.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah,
but
but
in general, you can't get rid of Shrek 1.
I know.
It's forever.
Okay. Point for
We're
me.
in agreement on one thing.
Can't get rid of Shrek 1.
Shrek 1 is forever.
And honestly, Shrek 2 slaps.
Yeah.
All right, I'm done with this. I can't talk to the city anymore. Good night, everybody.